जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। Jai Gaur Premanande Hare. Hare Krishna, welcome to Srimad Bhagavad-Gita class. So today we are reading chapter 4, verse 32. Please repeat after me. Evam bahuvidhaya vittata brahmano mukhe karma jan vidhitan sarvan evam gyatva vimokshase evam bahuvidhaya vittata brahmano mukhe karma jan vidhitan sarvan evam gyatva vimokshase evam bahuvidhaya vittata brahmano mukhe karma jan vidhitan sarvan evam gyatva vimokshase karma jan vidhitan sarvan karma jan vidhitan sarvan evam gyatva vimokshase Vititam brahmano mukhe evam bahuvidhaya vitata brahmano mukhe vidhitam sarvan evam gyatva karma jan vidhitan sarvan evam gyatva vimokshase evam bahuvidhaya vitata brahmano mukhe evam gyatva vimokshase evam bahuvidhaya vitata brahmano mukhe karma jan vidhitan sarvan evam gyatva vimokshase evam bahuvidhaya vitata brahmano mukhe karma jan vidhitan sarvan gyatva vimokshase. Word-to-word translation. Evam, thus, bahuvidhi, various kinds of yajnaha, sacrifices, vitaha, are spread. Brahmanaha, of the Vedas, mukhe, through the mouth, karmajan, born of work. Vidhi, you should know. Tan, them, sarvan, all. Evam, thus, janatva, knowing, vimokshase, you will be liberated. Translation. All these different types of sacrifice are approved by the Vedas, and all of them are born of different types of work. Knowing them as such, you will become liberated. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada ki jai. Different types of sacrifice as discussed above are mentioned in the Vedas to suit the different types of worker. Because men are so deeply absorbed in the bodily concept, these sacrifices are so arranged that one can work either with the body, with the mind, or with the intelligence. But all of them are recommended for ultimately bringing about liberation from the body. This is confirmed by the Lord wherewith from His own mouth. So this chapter is transcendental knowledge. We will get a lot of knowledgeable things from one shloka to another when we are proceeding in chapter 4. Initially, when you started this chapter, the first verse by Lord Krishna himself, where he is telling, I have given this transcendental knowledge to Sun God. From Sun God Vivaswan to Manu to Ikshvaku, and from disciplic succession, it is reaching to us through Srila Prabhupada. Here, specifically in this verse, different type of sacrifices are mentioned. Yagna, yagya, or yajna. Pronunciation may be different, but the meaning is same. We all are very much different. Our aspirations, our upbringing, our culture, our likes, dislikes also varies. We are very much different in every walk of life. But when we all come together to understand spirituality, things becomes easy. But Krishna knows that. Krishna knows that we all are different. That is why he has given different ways to achieve him. That is why he has here mentioned there are different type of sacrifices. Why can't Krishna just mention one way of achieving him? Only one way of the sacrifice? He is the absolute truth. He can, he can dictate us. This is the only way. But no. He is giving us opportunities. He is giving us different ways where we can actually fit ourselves rather than we are pushed into something. So different type of sacrifices are all done to achieve the love of Godhead. The purpose of knowledge also to achieve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Every knowledge, every yajna, every tap, every dan, dharma, everything is directed toward the achievement of the absolute truth. Here Srila Prabhupada has mentioned that all these things we are doing to get liberated from this body. And this body is made up of Panch Mahabhut and different koshas. When we talk about different koshas, we understand how deep we are evolved in bodily concept of life. Why we have to talk much about these koshas? Because this chapter is all about knowledge. When we say the koshas, it's been mentioned there are 5 kind of koshas which layers the soul. The topmost is Anna kosha, where the body is just for, food, about Ann, and it just constitute your outer coverage. The outermost coverage is Annamaya Kosha. This is kind of shell or layer. Then the next one is Manomaya Kosha, which is about our thought process, the way we think, what keep on moving in our mind. These are all thought processes that comes into Manomaya Kosha. That again layers the soul. It's coming from the outer toward the innermost shell. Then comes Pranamaya Kosha, where the life force revolves and covers the soul. These, our breath, flow, taking in and out, all this energy, what we feel about, all is Pranamaya Kosha. And our soul is very much deeply connected with all these 5 koshas. Next come the Vijnanamaya Kosha, where the knowledge or the wisdoms comes. Sometimes you find people are very knowledgeable from the very beginning of their life. Even a small child can understand the difficult topic. In our movement, we see so many young children following spirituality. They understand shloka, they recite shloka. So the wisdom is so much in depth in their soul that they show all these good signs very early. Then comes Anandamaya Kosha. Now this is the innermost, which is near to the soul. And what that Anandamaya is, this is always feeling of blissfulness. Some people are always very happy people. We call happy souls, happy people. Those who are in connection with their inner, more blissful self, Anandamaya Kosha, they usually find themselves easy in life, in the sense they do get problems, they do get challenges, they do get this thing or that thing which troubles everybody. But then, because they are in touch with their Anandamaya Kosha, they are at ease. They are at ease and they feel happy and light. The purpose of describing all these things is like we say we are very much into mind, body and soul. So this mind, body and soul is covered by all these koshas. Our mind, our body is always covered by these things, and we are consisting all these things coming together with our soul, making a human body. So penetrate all these things and go above these koshas. We try to take help of yoga system. Yoga help us to penetrate through all these koshas. N number of ways to understand, n number of ways are mentioned in the Vedas for all these, but the majority of them are like Patanjali Yoga. Krishna has mentioned in Bhagavad-Gita chapter 4 itself. Then Hatha Yoga and Karma Yoga, and we follow Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga. All these yoga systems help us to develop taste. Some people like to do austerity. Their nature is like that. But some of them are very difficult to even fast for a single day of Ekadashi. That is their nature. There's nothing wrong or right in that. It's how we are. That is why Krishna has given variety of ways to fit yourself in. And also, Acharyas have given the easiest way, that is Bhakti Yoga. This is one of the easiest way to achieve the ultimate purpose of life. Because in Hatha Yoga, you have to sit at one place. When you follow Ashtanga Yoga, then you have to follow all this yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyana and samadhi. It's a good process. Nothing wrong in that. Krishna has himself given all information in Srimad Bhagavad-Gita. But we have to use our intelligence. Control your senses fully. Then only you can achieve what you are aspiring for. But here, in our movement, in ISKCON, we see everybody is trying. Is it not? All of us. Trying at least. Whether we are old, young, rich, poor, everybody is trying. Why? Because this is advocated by acharyas through disciplic succession. Srila Prabhupada has given it to us. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given it to us. And we have seen success rate is quite high. You have to be where you are. You have to be doing whatever you are doing. And then you have to make bhakti as a part of your life. So this bhakti movement becomes a part of your daily routine and things becomes easy. So in yoga system, bhakti yoga is the easiest way where you connect with Krishna very easily. Because we see our daily relations with husband, with son, with daughter, with the family, the same relation we develop with the Krishna, friends. So things get easy. And we talk about here different sacrifices. In chapter 4 itself, 4.28, Krishna has mentioned about around 4 of the main yagyas. There are many kind of yagyas, but 4 are mentioned by Krishna himself, and they are Dravya Yagya, Tapa Yagya, Yoga Yagya, and Jnana Yagya. In that we also say that Svadhyaya Jnana Yagya. So that is one. So when we talk about Dravya Yagya is like you have to, some people like to do endeavors for earning money. You know, they like it. It's their passion. But inside, they want to give it away for Krishna. So when they earn, putting all their energies, efforts, intelligence into earning money, and then they give it for Krishna, that is also known as Yagya, Dravya Yagya. And that has been advocated here in Srimad Bhagavad-Gita. So those who are working hard, earning money and donating, they are doing a yagya actually. So they should not think that I am not that way renouncing my life, I am not renouncing everything, so I am not doing anything. No, you are doing. Because you are collecting your efforts in a form of money or a wealth, and then you are helping devotees to propagate the message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to distribute books, to distribute prasadam, to run the temple, to serve the deities. Everything needs money. So that comes under Dravya Yagya. Then comes the Tapa Yagya, where someone takes a austerity or give away something for the pleasure of the Lordship. We are doing somewhere, even though Srila Prabhupada has mentioned in his purport, we don't fit in any of these 4. Because we are trying to serve Krishna. And all our endeavors get transcendental when we are directly serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But some way or the other, we all are doing these things. So next comes the yoga. Yoga Yagya is a yagya where we fit into Ashtanga Yoga. Where we are doing some kind of Yam Niyan Asan, that follows into Ashtanga Yoga or Yoga Yagya. Then comes Swadhyaya Jnana Yagya, where some of the people are naturally inclined toward, collecting information, reading books, and wants to transcend from, this place to where Krishna is residing. So these kind of people fall into the category of Swadhyaya Jnana Yajna, but every knowledge which brings you close to Krishna is a real knowledge. So all these yajnas are advocated. All these yajnas are there. But when you serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead, everything collectively happens. When we are into any service, that service is not about you are doing anything with your karmendriya. Actually, you are in that sense of sentiments that you are serving the Lord Himself. When we are doing something directly for Krishna, that pleases Krishna more than anything else. So direct services in temples are always good, because that makes your connection more stronger, because you taste that. But those who are not able to do these kind of services, they can do above mentioned yajnas. It's very important to understand that sacrifice or yajna, when we talk about, we also do yajna, that is Sankirtan yajna, right or wrong? That is a part of our daily routine. We do Sankirtan Yajna. That is the best thing. Very easy way. Where we all are coming together to chant the holy name of the Lord, and we are very happy, we are dancing. That is Sankirtan Yajna, and that is the best way in Kali Yuga. Very easy. Where your ears, when you are chanting also, your ear become the Yajna Kunda. In Yajna Kunda, you are chanting the holy name and giving the ahuti. So when you do any work, thinking this is a Yajna, I'm doing it for the pleasure of Supreme Personality of Godhead, everything turns into transcendental Yajna. So need not to go out of the way. Some of the people still do yajnas. Nothing wrong in that, but we have to think, is it really going to give 100% result? Because yajnas used to happen when everything used to be very pure. Everything. The cow ghee used to be pure, the yajna samagri used to be pure. Those brahmanas who used to chant the mantras, they used to be very pure. Their pronunciation, ucharan used to be very pure. Nowadays, things has decreased to the level where we cannot achieve 100% result, but yes, we can do and can get some benefit. But every yajna is incomplete without chanting of the holy name. When the yajna is going on, also Sankirtan yajna is going on, that is one of the best things we can do. Because if something is missing in the yajna, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra will fulfill that. So Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is so much powerful. It's having so much potency that it can even nullify the defects of actual yajna. And today's yajnas are mostly full of defects because of impurity of all sense in samagri, in ghee, in ucharan, place and everything. So when the yajna is given hand with Hare Krishna Maha Mantra chanting or Sankirtan yajna, that becomes more powerful. The defects are nullified. Even the yajnas are not required. Sankirtan yajna itself is good enough. When we are talking about the yajna, let's hear one quick story from Mahabharata. So we are very fond of stories, because it's something very easy to digest and to learn. Easy to say, easy to hear, and easy to understand. So in Mahabharata, it's been mentioned that Yudhishthira Maharaj, after entering into Indraprastha, Indraprastha was the very beautiful, everything, you all know that. So I'm not going into that detail. So Indraprastha was very beautiful. They were very happy, all the Pandavas. So Narada Muni visited them in Indraprastha and said, Maharaj Yudhishthira, you should conduct one Rajasuya Yagya. At first, when Yudhishthira Maharaj heard that, he was a little reluctant. But then Narada Muni somehow, he's good to convince people. So Narada ji did his work, and Yudhishthira Maharaj said, okay, let's start, preparations for Rajasuya Yagya. So what is Rajasuya Yagya? Actually, this is one of the best things a Kshatriya can do in his life. It's been mentioned in the Vedas and the Shastras that once in one generation can do Rajasuya Yagya. It's so powerful. It's not permissible that one brother is doing after 2 days or 2 years, another brother is doing. So it was a great opportunity for Pandavas, to establish their Chhatrapati Samrajya, or to declare Maharaj Yudhishthira as king of the kings. And it's a very, things which very polished. It's a very polished thing to have a Rajasuya Yagya. So it given a very, bad mood to Duryodhana, because he thought, how I missed it. Now I have to wait everybody to die, then only I can do Rajasuya Yagya, because it cannot be done in the same generation. So he got more envious, and those people who are envious, they just get envious of just a small thing. Those who are having their mood is get angry with a small thing. So this is his nature. Duryodhana got angry, got envious of Yudhishthira Maharaj and the Pandavas. But then they started, and it was so opulent. It was so opulent that they used to serve daily more than 10,000 Brahmanas, along with other public itself. But then they used to serve 10,000 Brahmanas on a golden plate every day. And when they are going back, they are taking that golden plate back with them. And Rajasuya Yags keep on going for few days, sometimes about few months also. Because every king has to say yes to the king, then otherwise they have to fight or align. So this takes time. So it was so opulent. Everybody is happy. Everything is so beautiful. Yagya is going on. People are getting things in charity, giving blessings. Every day, gold vessels are donated, lands were donated. Everything was so beautiful. But then there came one small squirrel, and she was jumping near the yagya, where the yagya was going on. She was jumping there, and after jumping 4-5 times, the squirrel said, Dhrik yagya, Dhrik yagya. It means dhikar hai. There is nothing to be happy about this yagya. And everybody got bewildered what she is telling, and Bhima got so angry. He was just about to kill that small squirrel, but then Krishna stopped and said, ask her why she is saying like this, Dhrik Yagya, when you are doing everything so perfect. So, okay, the Pandava nodded to Lord Shri Krishna, and they went near to Skrul and asked, why are you saying Drik Yagya to our Rajasuya Yagya? And she said, just see my back. I'm half golden. And I want it to be full golden after entering your Yagya. But I couldn't. So that is why Drik Yagya. And now I will tell you how I become half golden from my backside. So they were also like, yeah, please tell how you become half golden. Then the Skrul said, outside Indraprastha there is a village. And in that village lives a very poor family. There are 4 members in a family. One, the head of the family, the wife, the son, and daughter-in-law. They were so poor, they were not even getting regular meals. A famine happened, there was no food, no rain. They suffered long for so many days. And after that, somehow, the wife collected grain from the dried soil and cooked it. And when they were just about to honor that food, somebody came on the door as Atithi. And they followed the rule of Atithi Devo Bhava. So the person knocked, and these 4 people was about to take food after, I don't know, about so many days. They were hungry. So then the head of the family said, it's my responsibility. I will give away my portion of food. You need not to worry. You all continue. I just go and come back. So the head of the family went out, given Dakshina, his own meal of that particular day, which he got after so many days. Then again they were about to, then again somebody knocked. Then again Atithi Devo Bhava. Then the wife said, I will follow my husband. Now it's my duty. Then she given her part of meal. Then again they were about to. Then again somebody, Atithi Devo Bhava. Then the son said, let me fulfill the right attitude of a son to follow the footsteps of my mother and father. With all due respect, I want to give it away. Then the son given it, his all share to the person who was at the door. Then last, daughter-in-law. When she was about to, again somebody knocked. Then all 3 of the family members said, you need not to, you can take, you are very weak, and also you have come from outside, you are not born from us. So you can take excuse on that you are not born out of us, you are from a different family, you are our daughter-in-law, you continue your meal. But she said, no, I will follow my Stri Dharma and I will give away as my husband did. So when these things were going on, she also given up. Then celestial, devas got so happy, they showered flower and they given so much to them. They got a house like a palace, unlimited supply of wealth, food, everything got so much, best of the best. And I jumped, in happiness. Half of the side I was watching it. So when I was watching it from my half side, all this incident, half of my side become golden. But I want to be fully golden. So I thought, when I heard that Rajasuya Yagya Pandavas are doing, so I thought that because of your all purity, because of your piousness, I may get the full golden form, but I couldn't. So there's something, not only something, there is some major issues with your yagya. So everybody turned toward Krishna. Really? So Krishna said, yes. Krishna said, what you are doing is a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong in that. But the things what that poor family has done, nobody can compare to it. Not even equal to that. Why? Because you have collected money from all the kings here and there, and you are doing this Rajasuya Yagya. But they have given up whatever small they have. So that is why the potency of your Rajasuya Yagya is very less is compared to the Yagya the family has done. So this kind of austerity, tapa, also gets so much of benefits that we can't even think of. Now, in the current scenario, if we look back, the poor has become the richest of the rich because the devas have given them, all opulences. They were get tasted by all demigods. Now the demigods have given them everything and they are enjoying their life. So they have passed their test with good marks and they got rewards. So through this we can learn that just by seeing, you can't judge things. Everything has a backstory, back struggle. Things, the way they look, they may not be the way you are perceiving it. So that is why we have to always take refuge of sadhu, shastra and guru. What sadhus are telling, what shastras, what guru is telling. So it's one of the easiest way to understand and to do your right decision. Here, with this story, it's also one learning along with that. They were doing it for the Dharam Sthapana and also for their Nishkantak Rajya. But when they have given up everything, they have given up just for others. So that is also one of the difference. When you have given away something for others' benefit and never count upon, that is one of the best thing one can ever do. But when you count on and when you have your own favors in it, Krishna knows he's smarter than we think we are smart. So Krishna is smarter than any smart person. So I stop here, and any question or